Welcome everybody. In October 2007, Her Majesty the Queen, our boss, dedicated the Armed Forces Memorial. A year later, I stood on these same steps and said thank you to 2,000 people that attended the first Ride to the Wall. It was only supposed to be 200, but that's a different story. Why is Ride to the Wall so different and with us forever? Unfortunately, every year, names on the walls of the Armed Forces Memorial have a direct and immediate impact on possibly 2 to 3 generations going forward. At the same time, there are those that have in recent years lost loved ones. By coming together in our own unique way as a band of brothers and sisters, we are all here to support one another and remember. After 15 years, we're still here and growing, and this is down to all you here today who believe, understand and embrace remembrance. In this ever-changing world that we find ourselves in, one thing that will never go away are the names on the walls of the Armed Forces Memorial, and it is our duty to make sure that we continue to remember them, and in doing so educate those following, our children, to do the same. For this unique service of remembrance to take place, there's a tremendous amount of teamwork behind the scenes to pull it all together. These include the RTTW trustees and committee, and all the marshals and volunteers who work throughout the year, giving their time freely, which I for one are extremely grateful. There's also the staff at National Memorial Arboretum, supported this year by the staff from the Royal British Legion Festival of Remembrance team, the National Highways Agency, the M6 toll and numerous police forces around the country, all coming together to make sure we can remember as safely, respectfully and memorably as possible. Finally, a massive thank you goes out to each and every one of you here today for your support and the support you've shown for many years for Ride to the Wall. Let's hope we can be united again on the 7th of October next year as one to remember. Thank you. I'd now like to hand over to Major General Lamont Kirkland.
Thank you, Martin. Well, bikers, fellow wallers, welcome back to the NMA. Can I thank the many thousands who've ridden here today on your motorbikes, scooters, three-wheelers, contraptions. We've seen them all. They're all here. What an extraordinary spectacle. Your presence is a powerful demonstration that the biking community is determined to honour its heroes and show your respect with dignity, style and thunder. Who would have believed 15 years later this would have become an annual pilgrimage to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice in the service of our country. This is truly a ride of respect, and it is an absolute privilege to share this day with you as one of the patrons of the Ride to the Wall. And if you're here for the first time, and I know there are, I've already met people here goggle-eyed at what they've seen. You are about to take part in a remembrance ceremony, but not as you know it. Over the years, we have become this huge family who gather together with friends, colleagues, and fellow wallers in this beautiful and tranquil place in front of this impressive memorial wall. The designers must have known that when they built it, they will come. And so we come in our thousands every year from all over Europe. And yes, the Belgians are here. Thierry, thank you. To share in a poignant and deeply moving act of remembrance. Who of you will be able to resist shedding a tear today? And why not? Let it all out. It's good for you. You know that now. I'm always intrigued by the motivation that brings us all together. What's clear is that we've all got our own reasons for being here. Many of you have served. You can see that on headdress and medals, badges. Many of you are still serving or have family members in the forces. We know some of you have lost family members, sons, daughters and loved ones whose names are on the wall. What I do know is that the experience of being part of this and riding together is just so powerfully emotional and deeply humbling. You only have to look at the comments on social media after the event to know what it means for everybody when you read expressions of pride, joy, sorrow, love, and loss. It's very moving indeed. And as this event has grown, and I think we are probably at an all-time record today, Martin tells me the bike registrations were nearly 8,000. This looks to me about 15,000 people standing here, but I could be underestimating this. The sheer scale of your commitment as bikers is overwhelming. This has become the largest event annually at the NMA, and each year we seem to raise an even larger sum for the Arboretum, raising nearly £1.5 million. And so thank you for your extraordinary generosity. Today we can all be proud to be bikers. Thank you. There are some thanks we need to give, so ready to keep clapping. First of all, to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, our Commander-in-Chief, for your devotion to duty and the lives you touched. We send our deepest sympathies to all members of the royal family. Your Majesty, we salute you. May you rest in peace. God save the King. To our founder, Martin Dickinson, and the unpaid committee members and trustees who've organised this superb event today, and this includes those who support on the day with traffic, logistics and merchandise. And let's give a special shout out to the Bridge Babes, Kay. On her last day of being a Bridge Babe. Next year you're going to ride with us. Yeah. I think as patrons, we are in awe of the committee and what they do for you and the organisation. I know for some of them it's taken over their lives. You ought to see Martin's living room covered in merchandise. So keep on buying, it's all helping to clear his sitting room. And can we thank the band, the artists and performers who provided first-rate entertainment throughout the day. Gary Glacier, everybody. Thank you, Gary. Abby Carter-Simpson and Oliver Moriarty, thank you. The Piper, the lone Piper, Lee Finley, thank you. The band of the Irish Guards, thank you. And the Military Wives Choir from Stafford, who've been entertaining you up in Heroes Square. And on behalf of the Right to the Wall, can we all thank the Royal British Legion and the NMA and the team led by the director, Philippa Rawlinson, for your work in developing and maintaining this extraordinary arboretum, and for making us all so welcome, and for the first-rate production that we've got. This is the best ever. Thank you to the production team. And finally, you all, give yourself a clap, for taking part, helping to raise funds for charity, buying the registration fees, merchandise, or just making a donation. Thank you all for being here today. This is fantastic. So today, we are all brothers in arms, like the music. We're here to honour those who no longer ride by our side. And in the words of Oliver Moriarty's tribute anthem we just heard, they are not fallen here. We will not allow it. We will keep them forever standing tall. Thank you, everyone. Safe ride home.